In light of her breakup with Morgan Wade, is RHOBA star Kyle Richards pleading for Mauricio Umansky to come back. Given that her children are grown and moving out, her admirers appear to believe she is alone. She is therefore depending on her estranged husband's firm. Does she have hope for a reconciliation then? For more information, continue reading. Kyle Richards is in dire need of Mauricio. Returning, it was evident in season 13 of RHOBH that Mauricio Umansky and Kyle Richards were going in different paths. Going out and having a good time was not as important to her as remaining sober and exercising. However, Mauricio was occupied with the agency, his business. He was therefore always on the road, entertaining and having parties. She began hanging out with country singer Morgan Wade since she could not and did not want to keep up with this. The two women denied having an affair, but rumors started to circulate that they were. However, there were indications, and Kyle was very excited around Morgan. Kyle and Mauricio announced their separation to their kids during a sit-down at the end of season 13. Mauricio had moved out by the time the reunion aired, and Kyle acknowledged that she was interested in dating a woman. Other than sharing a kiss with Morgan, she had not experimented. Kyle stated that she and Morgan are not together in season 14, and she won't even reveal her name. She is quite interested in Mauricio's activities and the people he spends time with, though. Portia, their daughter, was even asked about it by her. Monsters and Critics claims that fans believe Kyle Richards wants her ex back only because she is lonely. She is alone now that Morgan Wade is no longer with her, and all of her daughters, aside from Portia, have flown the coop. She gave the impression that Mauricio would always be there, and he complied with her wishes before departing. This is what one person said. Kyle's desperation. It seems that Kyle Richards believed she wanted to be independent and free to do as she pleased. She had no idea that Mauricio wouldn't be lusting for her. A picture of her and him was swapped out for one featuring Emma Slater, his DJTSIV pro partner. Kyle has been dating and is out and about, and that killed him. Given that Mauricio Umansky moved on with philanthropist Nikita Khan and difficulties with his father's girlfriend, Kyle seems to have some regret. Thus, Kyle and her loneliness are the last thing on his mind. Do you believe Kyle regrets calling it quits on the marriage? What's more, would she gladly take Mauricio back? Tell us and tune in to Bravo's RHOBA Tuesdays. The latest season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has once again thrown its beloved cast into the center of emotional storms. But few storylines have captivated audiences quite like the sudden rift between Kyle Richards and her longtime friend, Morgan Stewart. Their public fallout, filled with tense exchanges, whispered rumors, and emotional confrontations, has left fans wondering. Amidst this fracture, is Kyle secretly longing to rekindle her connection with Mauricio Umansky, her husband and the man who has always stood by her side? As the season unfolds, the spotlight is increasingly on Kyle's personal life. Could the turmoil with Morgan be pushing Kyle towards seeking comfort and stability in her marriage, or are the two storylines completely separate? Behind the glitz and glam of Beverly Hills, a very human drama is playing out, one filled with loyalty, regret, and the quest for emotional grounding. The shock of the Morgan-Kyle split. Morgan Stewart and Kyle Richards have been a fixture on RHOBAs for years, their friendship marked by shared secrets, laughter, and occasional friction. However, recent episodes reveal a tension between them that no amount of Botox or brunch could smooth over. The fallout was dramatic. What started as subtle digs and unspoken resentments exploded into public spats aired on camera, leaving the fan base divided and shocked. Morgan's departure from Kyle's inner circle seemed definitive, casting a shadow over Kyle's social circle and leaving her visibly affected. Kyle's emotional vulnerability on display. For the first time in many seasons, Kyle appeared unguarded and vulnerable. Fans watched as she wrestled with feelings of betrayal, loneliness, and confusion. Interviews and confessionals captured Kyle's rare moments of doubt, showing a woman grappling not only with the loss of a close friend, but also the impact that loss was having on her emotional well-being. With Morgan's departure, Kyle's world seemed to shrink, and viewers couldn't help but wonder how this fracture was affecting her relationship with Mauricio Umansky. Mauricio Umansky, the steadfast husband. Mauricio Umansky has been Kyle's rock since day one, the successful real estate mogul and loving husband who has supported Kyle through thick and thin from the early days of Rhobh to the present. Mauricio's calm demeanor and steady presence have often served as a counterbalance to the chaos of the show's drama. But with the spotlight on Kyle's personal upheavals, fans have begun to speculate about the state of their marriage. Is Mauricio stepping up even more as Kyle's confidant, or has the pressure of the show and the social dynamics strained their bond? Desperation or strength? Kyle's subtle signals. Several moments this season hint that Kyle might be quietly yearning to restore her connection with Mauricio, seeking reassurance that amid the external chaos, their marriage remains a safe harbor. In intimate scenes with Mauricio, Kyle is seen seeking comfort through long conversations, lingering touches, and vulnerable admissions of stress and sadness. These tender exchanges have fans interpreting Kyle's actions as a sign she's leaning into her marriage harder than ever, possibly out of desperation to anchor herself when friendships fall apart. One poignant moment showed Kyle breaking down over the Morgan split, with Mauricio holding her close, a reminder that behind the glitz, this couple's relationship is a deeply personal journey. The social media whispers and fan theories. As is the norm in the Real Housewives universe, social media fans have been buzzing with theories about Kyle's emotional state and what it means for her marriage. Some speculate that the fallout with Morgan has triggered a wake-up call for Kyle, pushing her to appreciate Mauricio more and perhaps rekindle the spark in their relationship amid the pressures of public life. Others suggest that Kyle might be using Mauricio as a protective shield, a way to maintain stability while the external drama threatens to unravel her. On Instagram and Twitter, hashtags like #KylieandMauricio and #RHOVLoveStory trended as fans shared clips of their sweetest moments together, fueling hope that their marriage will weather any storm. The role of reality TV in amplifying emotional crises. It's no secret that RHOB thrives on heightened drama and personal conflict. The cameras don't just capture life, they amplify it, sometimes pushing cast members into emotional overdrive. For Kyle, the Morgan split isn't just a private heartbreak, it's a public spectacle. The constant filming, public scrutiny, and social media reactions can add strain to any relationship. In this light, Mauricio's role becomes even more crucial. His ability to provide a sense of normalcy amid chaos might be why Kyle is drawn to him now more than ever. A marriage tested by fame and friendship. Kyle and Mauricio's relationship has survived many challenges, from navigating fame to parenting their children in the public eye. The current strain with Morgan adds another layer of complexity. But the resilience they've shown over the years suggests this might be another test they can overcome together. Their shared history and deep connection provide a strong foundation, even as outside pressures threaten to shake things up. What does the future hold for Kyle and Mauricio? As RHOBH continues to air, fans will be watching closely to see if Kyle and Mauricio's bond strengthens, or if cracks start to appear under the spotlight. Will Mauricio step into a bigger emotional role, helping Kyle heal from the loss of her friendship with Morgan? Or will the tensions and pressures drive a wedge between them? Producers undoubtedly recognize the magnetic pull of their story. The juxtaposition of friendship drama with marital devotion makes for compelling television. Fan reactions, hopeful or concerned? The fan community remains split. Many cheer for Kyle and Mauricio, rooting for their marriage to emerge stronger from the chaos. Their history and visible affection provide a beacon of hope. Others remain cautious, pointing to the toll that reality TV and social betrayals can take on any relationship. Some fans have expressed concern that Kyle's emotional dependence on Mauricio might hint at underlying marital vulnerabilities. Behind closed doors, the real Kyle and Mauricio. While cameras capture many moments, the true depth of Kyle and Mauricio's relationship remains known only to them. What happens behind closed doors, the private conversations, the unrecorded tears, and the heartfelt reassurances, is the foundation of their marriage. In interviews off-camera, Kyle has spoken about Mauricio's unwavering support and the strength they draw from each other. These glimpses suggest that despite public challenges, their commitment remains intact. Final thoughts: love, loyalty, and the complexities of friendship. Kyle Richards' journey this season of RHOBH highlights the complicated interplay between love and friendship. The fracture with Morgan has shaken her world, but her relationship with Mauricio offers a potential anchor amid the storm.